All right, we go into Second Ezra, the 8th chapter, and the 50th verse. For reminders, it says, "For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world." Why? Because they have walked in great pride. You see that? Because they have walked in great pride. So great misery is going to be on this earth. As you see it over and over again, it's the same thing being told to us because people are walking in great pride. And pride is opposite, is contrary to being humble. Let's look up the word pride. Because a lot of people don't realize they're in pride. And they so prideful, you can't tell them that they're prideful. Pride, an unduly high opinion of oneself, haughtiness, arrogant, dignity and self-respect, satisfaction in something done, owned, etc. A person or thing in which pride is taken. Let's look at humility or being humble. So what the Most High just said He gonna do to people when they can't find Him and His anger is upon them, ain't nothing you can do. Humility, the state of quality of being humble, right? So humble is having or showing a consciousness of one's shortcomings, modest, lowly, unpretentious, to lower in condition or rank, to lower in pride, make modest. What's modest? Modest. Modest. Not vain or boastful. Unassuming. You can't assume something that's not a fact. Unassuming, shy or reserved. Who's like this? Decorous, decent, not extreme, unpretentious. You see? So these are the things that we're looking at that we can be like or not be like. That's why when you go back to Ecclesiasticus, the 10th chapter, as we was looking at pride, it's going to be dangerous times in this world because of pride. And it says, Ecclesiasticus 10, and look at verse 13. For pride is the beginning of sin. And we know sin is defined in 1 John 3 and 4. Whosoever committeth sin transgresses also the law. And those laws are the laws that the Most High wrote with His finger. The work of the Most High. For sin is the transgression of the law. You see? So, all you saying that we ain't under the law, you saying we ain't got to follow the Most High. That's what you're saying. And saying His work was in vain. So here it is. That's where pride comes in. Pride comes in because you don't want to do what He says you're supposed to do. So let's continue. It says, Ecclesiasticus 10 and 13, for pride is the beginning of sin. Pride is the beginning of you breaking the Most High's laws. And he that have that it is the pride, shall pour out abomination. Abomination are filthy, wicked acts. Sins. Gonna pour out sins. And therefore the Most High brought upon them strange calamities. We just read in Proverbs 124 down. He gonna laugh at your calamity when your destruction come. And overthrew them suddenly, utterly, it says. The Most High have cast down the thrones of proud princes and set up the meek, which is the people that are humble. We just read about this. In their stead, the Most High have plucked up the roots of the proud nations and planted the lowly in their place. You see? The Most High have overthrew countries of the heathen and destroyed them to the foundations of the earth. He took some of them away and destroyed them and have made their memorial to cease from the earth, meaning you don't even know that they exist. Pride was not made for men, nor furious anger for them that are born of a woman. They that fear the Most High, they that are afraid and scared of the Most High, are a sure seed. And they that love him are honorable, an honorable plant. They that regard not the law, you don't regard the Most High's law, are a dishonorable seed. So all you pork chop eating preachers out there saying we ain't under the law, you are a dishonorable seed, as is written. They that regard not the law, that the Most High wrote with his finger, moral laws, civil laws, dietary laws, ceremonial laws, are a dishonorable seed. They that transgress the commandments are a deceivable seed. Hear that? So you're being deceived for anyone that says and regards not the law that the Most High wrote with his finger. 613 laws. Come on. You better hear what he's saying. Going back to Second Timothy's 4th chapter, the 3rd chapter, Salaki. In verse 1, this know also that in the last days perilous times shall come, for men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, bragging about everything, proud. We just want blasphemies, blasphemers. Hear that? Blasphemers. Disobedient to parents, unthankful, ungrateful, unthankful. You give somebody something, you don't even know how to say thank you. Ungrateful, unthankful, unholy. That's real big. Because holy, to be holy, I like to go to your New Testament, since a lot of y'all in these churches don't realize you've been deceived. You're a dishonorable planet, we just read. If you don't change, you come back to the Most High's rules and regulations. Proverbs 7, Romans 7 and 12. Romans 7, the 7th chapter, 12th verse. Wherefore the law is holy. So you're going to be holy, you got to keep the law of the Most High. Wherefore the law is holy, and the commandment holy. You want to be holy, you got to keep the law, you got to keep the commandments of the Most High, and just and good. You see? So when you see holy, you can't be holy unless you're doing what the Most High say do. Or prove that you cannot do what he say do and you still call yourself holy. Prove that fact. Because I just read in Romans 7 and 12 that to be holy is to keep the Most High's commandments and keep the Most High's laws. Now there's something wrong with the picture that you're painting or have painted or trying to get people to follow, and you are regurgitating what somebody done told you when he done told you about the law. We just read about the law and what it makes you in the eyes of the Most High. Unless you can make it mean something different. Go back there to Ecclesiastes 10th chapter and read down from there. You see what it says. He say unholy, without natural affection. You hear that? Without natural affection. People cold-blooded. That's what MASHAYACH said, look, Matthew. And we're going to go into why we like this and how we have picked up all the different ways of the heathen and also taught them our ways. That's wicked as ever. MASHAYACH said, look, Matthew, Matthew 24. He said, in verse 10, he said, and then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. You hear that? Many gonna be offended, and betray one another, and hate one another. And many false prophets, like these preachers, shall rise and shall deceive many. Hear that? Shall deceive many. He said, because iniquity shall abound, because wickedness and abomination and sin shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Hear that? Because of what we're reading about and the things that have taken you off your course of really honoring and reverencing the Most High, you listen to these false prophets that have risen and have deceived many through their witchcraft. And you didn't realize it. He said, because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. That's what we're reading about. The last days and how people are going to be. And we see it, unless you just somewhere in got your head in a hole somewhere, you can't really see what's really going on. You can see this every day without natural affection. 2 Timothy 3:3. Truth speakers. You say you're going to do this, don't do it. Truth speaker. Oh yeah, we got a truth. That you know, you're killing people. They're killing people on a high level. False accusers. Accusing people falsely. Making lies upon people, which is contrary to the law. Incontinent. I mean, they're doing things that's contrary to the law, man. Over and over and over and over again. Here we are thinking it's okay. It's not okay. It's not okay.
As joined.
It's not okay at all. Fierce, hear that? Fierce. Like I just gave you analysis of, you know, how you gonna go on a date and just chop somebody up? Y'all better recognize, man, it's an evil time. These are evil days. Trust somebody if you want to. It said fierce. Despisers of those that are good. Hear that? Despise you because you're trying to follow the Most High's law, statute, commandments. That's what's good. We just read that in Romans 7:12. The law is holy, the commandment holy and just and good. So when you're trying to do what's right according to the Most High, despisers of those that are good. So you say this is right according to the Bible, according to the Most High, first and foremost, and they against you. Because you against the wickedness that they're doing, the abominations that they're doing, the sins that they're doing, and tell them to repent. Fear the Most High. Keep the commandments of the Most High. Change. That's why I say, despisers of those that are good. They don't like you. Well, you got to get used to it. Traitors, supposed to be your friend, living a double life. They're supposed to be your friend, but they're traitors, go against you. They ain't standing for you, they're standing against you. Traitors. Some of them are going to turn you in to try and receive a reward for themselves. And don't realize they're going to get it too. Ain't no hold back from this. They going to get it too. Heady or high-minded, lovers of pleasures more than lovers of the Most High. Love this world. Let me go out here. I got to do something in the world. And then when you talk about this guy.